Let me tell you, when Kibaki was going to become the president, 2 years prior, we knew that he's going to become president. It was not contested. When Uhuru was going to become president, 2 years prior, we knew it was not contested. These ones, they are trying to foist themselves. They are trying to anchor themselves in an ideological position where we, out of lack of a better option, submit and say, haya basi, twende na Gachagua, because it's better the devil we know. No, you're not desperate. In the absence, if today all men or all good men died, you're saying you'd be forced to just pick anyone out of the streets. No, you say, wacha ikae. And that's what we have been saying. We don't know, we sure as hell don't know who is going to be the next president, but we can accurately tell you who won't. That's where we are. That's the holding position. And for the first time, we don't have any manufactured certainty. We don't have all these politicians. They used to know we are the next opposition. Who are talking. There was that structure which was crafted by the colonialists. Now they are not sure. Ukiuliza mtu kama Sifuna kama atarudi Nairobi, he cannot say 100% atarudi. Atarudi wapi? Ende asimame kwao Kandui. Arudi kwao Kandui. Nobody right now can say that they are sure they are going to be re-elected. Nobody. Usidanganywe na mtu. The civic education that you saw for those first 2 years, the people that you saw on the streets 2024 and last year, that was not a dream. And those were not mobilized people. That was real. Don't let anyone pull you down. Don't let anyone discourage you. Don't let anyone sell you fear, hopelessness, surrender, inadequacy. Delete those words from your database. Delete those words from your database. Anyone telling you, hatuna option, we must align with the united opposition because we must remove Ruto. When we were removing Ruto in 2024, was that united opposition? Were they there? Were they even alive? They waited for us to do the dirty work, to do the civic education, to do the uprising, and then now they are coming because they can bribe a few influencers. And if you look at all the bloggers who are pushing politicians, all of them are rural-bred, retarded. All of them. And we are saying, us as urban people, born and raised in the cities, our politics will not be dominated and dictated by rural people. Because you have neglected your own counties, your own villages, you've left them to the dogs so that there they elect all thugs everywhere. You're getting billions from devolution, money that is being wasted, it's being brought back to Nairobi, and then you want to come and control us in Nairobi. Oscar Sudi from Kapseret wants to come, and he's the one who is given the tender for collecting garbage in Nairobi. Well, that era is long gone, man. We're taking our power back. Every moment in time and in life, you are faced with a chance, with the opportunity to take your power back from an abusive relationship, from a toxic work environment, from a religion that is overbearing and oppressing and extortionist. Every day you're faced with that choice. Will you take your power back or will you continue remaining in oppression? Will you remain with that husband, with that abusive husband? So that the next day tukukute umerushwa kwa kule kileleshwa? These are the choices that we make every single day. And politics is not different. We cannot be with people who have been selling us the same bullshit, the same garbage. Now they rebrand themselves as to come and solve the same problems they created. You cannot do like that. You are not doing like that if you want to do. Suit yourself. Me, I'm not rolling like that. So what you saw in the streets 2024, that was not a simulation. That was real. The anger is real. They may try and manipulate. They may try and do everything. At the end of the day, we are the majority. We are talking about a voter turnout of close to 30 million. Even if Ruto wanted to steal, IBC would be at pains to steal 15 million votes for him. I kid you not. They can steal 2 or 3 for him. But 15 for him, possible. fagia wote. You have to make it clear to these united opposition charlatans that if they undermine the way they are undermining our revolution, they will have to seek exile. They will have to leave the country. But if they align with us, without seemingly trying to, divide us the way they are doing, we will allow them to stay. We may even give them amnesty. But if they continue with the trajectory that they are doing regarding Gachagua, Fred Matiang'i, Mukisa Kitui, Justin Muturi, you will have to seek exile in another country. I kid you not. Matiang'i is used to exile. He was in America. Where are you going to go, Gachagua? You cannot stay without eating nyamachoma and dufu or moto. You cannot. How will you survive in Dubai? It's taken me a long time to figure this shit out. So, unlike you, who is reacting here emotionally, because you think you're going to trigger yourself and me and other people to fake sympathy, because that's what you do, the ruralism. You're not different from the people, the men born by single mothers and then they adopt their mothers' names. You're trying to emotionally couture us, trying to make your afflictions as if we are the cause, as if we owe you a lifetime of reparations. So you hear in Kikuyu, "Mwana single mother," because you want to be treated like a person with disability. So ruralism is the same. We have seen it. Gachagua himself had started a campaign saying, "I'm a villager," because you want to trigger and induce that brotherhood, because you think that for rural-bred retarded to win, urban dwellers must be destroyed, or urban culture must be destroyed. And so you go, you occupy, colonize, you import your stupidity from the villages. Don't forget your stupidity is colonial induced. You are kept in concentration camps. There's a reason why the towns outside the urban areas don't have electricity, don't have majority of the amenities. Why? It was by design to keep you as the farm hands, as the workers, keep you compliant. That's why there was a church in every village. At urban spaces, we are not held back by those accessories of oppression. And so for everyone, I told you, instead of being angry, because you're angry at the wrong person, we always come to a crossroads where we introspect. I got to that crossroads. I asked myself, I am unhealthy. I have all this weight. I'm having every time gas, indigestion, acidity, what? And climb the stairs, small tasks. So it was a moment of reflection, introspection. It was like, I need to change and continue like this. So even you, if you are rural-bred retarded, and you're in Nairobi, the moment unaona kibao imeandikwa karibu Nairobi, you leave your stupidity at that kibao. Wache ujinga wako when you see karibu, welcome, you are now approaching Nairobi. You leave your stupidity there. Don't bring us your church bullshit. Don't bring us your nonsense. Don't tell us, oh, hey, that's what Uhuru, because everyone thinks Uhuru is an urban guy because the dad was the president. Uhuru was born in Kapenguria, and the mom used to drive there to get conjugal rights from Jomo Kenyatta when he was in fake jail. Uhuru was born in Kapenguria, he grew up in Ishaweri. When he became president, the first thing he sought to destroy was our urban culture, our life, because he cannot relate. He doesn't know that their neighbors unaweza enda uombe sukari, their neighbors unaenda uombe maji, uombe chumvi. He doesn't relate to that culture because he's lived in isolation. So one day Uhuru was asked during Churchill in 2011, he was asked, do you know what's the cost of a loaf of bread? Wallahi billahi, 2011 Uhuru said that the cost of a loaf of bread is 300 shillings. Today, 15 years later, a loaf of bread is still not 300 shillings. This is a guy who lives in utopia. And these are the guys you elected. So the moment you see you're driving or you're in a matatu, you see Karibu, Nairobi. You leave your stupidity there at that point. Say, now I am going to adapt When you go to Rome, you do what Romans do. Ujinga unaachia hapo. Because these are two different systems. Kule munalalanga mapema mkiwa mashambani because of what? Because it's dark. There is no amenities, there is no stadium, there is no playground. You could be having them, but you choose not to. You want to come and harass the urban dwellers. When you are appointed somewhere in a government office, kazi yako ni kugrab a playground, a park. Because you are not used to these things. You are not used that people can walk at night. Because we are seeing, we've been to these countries. Guys are walking at night. Guys are even playing golf at night. Floodlights. Guys are gymming in public gyms. Kama sahi Uhuru Park inafaa kuwa na public gym. It's well lit. The security is set. But because you're not used to that, you come and impose your village. You don't even seek to elevate yourself. So sorry if your ego was bruised.